Welcome to the Shapes and Designs Unit 1 practice test, the solution set to page 1. To begin with here, we need to get a pen, a little pen, there we go, and this thing tends to write kind of thick, so I'll just choose a thinner line. I hope that works. Alright, so you really need to learn and memorize this n subtract 2 times 180, where n represents the number of sides or the number of angles in a polygon. And in this case, we've got a hexagon, it says, and that would be 6 sides. So 6 minus 2 and multiply by 180. 6 minus 2 is 4 times 180 is 720 degrees. The question here asks you to explain, if you had to explain it, and you actually it won't have to, but if you had to explain, you could show a hexagon and you could draw in the the diagonals. 1, 2, 3. This will be one possible explanation. And from our activity in class several weeks ago, we learned that there were 180 degrees in every triangle. So if we form the minimum number of triangles in this polygon, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. And that's where this 4 comes in, times 180, which is the sum of the angles in a triangle. We get 720. It would be one way to prove this. The subtract 2, we also learned the subtract 2 comes from the highlighter, comes from these two sides here that are not included in constructing these triangles. Anyhow, the most important part is simply that you know this formula and how it works. Okay, how many degrees are in one exterior angle of a regular hexagon? It doesn't really matter that it's a hexagon. It's important for us to remember that every polygon, no matter what it is, has a total of 360 degrees in its exterior angle measure. So keeping that in mind, every polygon has 360 degrees, and we're going to divide that by 6 again, because again it's our hexagon. So 360 divided by 6 is 60 degrees. That's what every single exterior angle, each individual exterior angle, will be. That would be one way to solve it. Okay. And number 2, a triangle has sides that measure 5 and 8 units. Again, it's important to remember that triangle can only be formed when when the two smallest sides are less than the larger side itself. And so in this case, we've got a 5 and we have an 8 for side lengths. So that's a total of 13. And we have Johnny thinking that maybe the third side could be 15. Well, no, it's not going to work, because in terms of why or why not, because the sum of the two smaller sides is not greater. 13 is not greater than the 15, which was his guess at the longest third side. So it's not going to work. In a triangle with angle measures of 95, 37, and 58, is that possible? Again, this goes back to the basic concept that no matter what triangle you have, the sum of the angles is going to be 180 degrees. And in this case, if you add up 95, 37, and 58, we have here 15, 20, carry the 2, 5 out is 10, plus 9, we have 190 degrees. And that's too much. That's going to be more than the triangle can fit. And that's page 1 of the answers to the review problems. Page 2 and the other pages are continued in another video.